We will click go live. And it looks like we're live. Hello everybody, how are we doing this evening? Haven't done a stream in a while, so thought Saturday night be a good night to stream. I already got my video editing done for the day, so that's nice. Now, I haven't been playing ATS too much here recently. Excuse me. I've actually been putting in quite a bit of time in Motortown behind the wheel. And I thought about streaming that, but I just not sure how interesting it is to other people. So I figured ATS was a better game to stream, as it's easier for me to drive in this game and talk to everybody. So, of course, the Witchers of Brackenreach is the current event. I haven't done any of them. So, let's see here. Get over to... Missed it. There we go. So, yeah, as you can see, I haven't done any of them. Although the background for the event is kind of cool looking. Not gonna lie. We are still rocking the Mac Superliner. And now that I'm at a job where all I have is Peterbilts, I'm really missing the Macs. I can safely say at this point I've driven 11 Peterbilts, and I haven't liked any of them. So let's see here. What do we got for jobs? We'll check and see if we got any of these. Let's see here. I have it by cargo weight. Let's see here. Maybe if we do expiration. Soda ash. Let's click go Fort Dodge. See where we're going here. Wheel loader. Halloween treats. I think you have to go more than... That's over 100 miles. You do this one, $124,000. Let's see what else we got. We got backhoe loader, California. Well, we haven't actually, I've never actually done one of these events where you actually go to a different map. So, let's try that. Try something new. A little different than heavy equipment or the stuff I usually haul. Yeah, I think I only did a Christmas one time. So let me know in the comments if I need to adjust truck sounds or anything. Let's see here. Brakes are off. Probably make sure our lights are on. Yep. So the reason we're here and nothing's actually discovered is, of course, the game updated since the last time I played. Which means I had to pick a new spot to
Get ready to turn right.
Get placed.
Turn right.
Let's do it. Are you wipers? Yeah, you're wipers. So we haven't actually been to Fort Dodge or wherever we're at right now before.
Mode 3.
Let's see here. See it a jackass.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
I think we peeled the tire a little bit there.
You have arrived at your destination.
Let's see here. Looks like we're on the end of the building. Yep. Get our ag axle down while backing up or driving around empty, that's for sure. Check out the trailer here. Actually, I really dig that paint job on that trailer. That looks really awesome. I tell you, SCS really does kind of go out of their way for their themed events. Yeah, I really like that trailer. I might have to get out and take a screenshot. Yeah. Helps again, don't remember the buttons. Wait, why am I doing it that way? And there's literally a photo mode. Good job, me. Boy, it's really been a while since I played this game. Forgot there was a photo mode. Let's see here. Okay. Photo settings. Let's see here. We want it sunny. Maybe not that sunny. There we go. Let's try. Well, no, you can't really see it. Enough of that. Back to driving. Set waypoint to the desired portal. Okay. And navigation. Let's see here. Looks like there is our closest destination. Yeah, that looks right. Let's try that. Now we be going. I did get a little more work done on the Little Red Express shop truck build today. So that'll be the video coming out tomorrow at 8 o'clock in the morning. I've come up with a couple of ways to maybe reinforce the Tamiya transmission for the CXT, but I'm not really 100% sure if I want to use it still. Oh, come on, we're not. Grab the pole because, of course, traffic. It's fine. Nobody's even watching right now, anyways. Didn't do my pre-trip. Should make sure the lights are working. Okay, now the traffic's just being not very smart, so let's creep out here. I don't know why you did that. International, but whatever. Yeah, we might be changing transmissions in the CXT. Might actually just make it 100% Red Cat marksman based, and still run dual motor, but run the transmission out of the marksman dual motor in. I think might be the plan. I think I might actually email Josh over at Harley Designs about one of my ideas for bracing that shaft and see what he says. Since he's, you know, kind of an engineer and I'm a make it up as I go kind of person. But I've seen Semi Joe's RC shop carries an aluminum case for the 3-speed. So I think I just might make a bearing holder that goes up and has the case hold it in place, and use that aluminum case to brace that shaft instead of just using the rods that hold the front and the back of the transmission together. Really need to get that Little Red Express done, and really need to get that snowplow back together. Looks like I have everything too quiet. We are in Iowa, by the way. Haven't fully explored Iowa yet either. Of course, World of Trucks contract, so we can't go above 65. So we'll just pop her right up into 13th. The new job is actually driving for United Metals Recycling. And right now I'm primarily doing roll-off, but I've done a couple live loads with truck and trailer, switched out bins, truck and trailer, and straight truck, Moffett. I like it because it's a little bit busier. I'm in and out of the truck a lot more,
Right. And then exit right.
which is kind of neat because
Exit right.
since I was doing all the really long stuff in Franklin, I was driving for 2.5, 3 hours one way, and then unload driving for 2.5 or 3 hours the other way, and then I'd be done. So I've actually got some overtime, which has been really nice. Been a long time since I've actually gotten a lot of overtime on a paycheck, so it's kind of been needed. But I've driven 2 different Peterbilt tractor units and then 2 different Peterbilt roll-offs. And in the one truck's defense, it is a 1997 model. It has 1.5 million miles on it. It's a little oiled and wore out. The others are all 2006 or newer. No, not new, but considerably newer than that 97. And they're just not in good shape. The roll-offs especially. Alright, what are you doing there, International? Okay, it says stop all way, but that... those trucks go past stop sign? I think you forgot a stop sign there, SES. But I understand that trucks that get driven by a lot of different people, and a lot of different people who don't know how to drive trucks, are going to get beat up pretty quick. But they seem to have gotten beat up a lot more than internationals or freightliners I've driven in the same kind of, what are you doing here, buddy? You passed me to cut me off and come to a stop. Thanks for that pass light. I mean, having an 18 speed and a roll-off is ridiculous. they don't have the 20,000 pound front end. So there's absolutely no reason I have that many gears in a truck that can't be over 54,000 pounds.
Turn right.
Okay. Turning here. Go straight.
Reproduction.
Okay. Why did you do that, buddy?
And then turn left.
Okay. Travel through the portal. There we go. That's kind of cool. So, yeah, the trucks are in fairly poor shape. Ooh, the fireflies are cool. Okay. I think we might have to drive in the cab just so we can see. Dude, the fireflies are awesome. Lightning bugs, whatever you want to call them. It's been so long since I've lived down in the south where they have them. I don't know if we're taking a shortcut or not. It looks like it. Guess we'll find out. Right, we went the wrong way. Or we just might be driving through a swamp. No, we completely looped around to where we started. Mistakes have been made. So, that had a tree over it. That's why we went that way. Right? Yeah. Fireflies are cool though. I guess I should be making sure I ain't dragging the nose in through the swamp. Yeah, that's kind of a neat thing. Not necessarily thinking you'd want to actually take a truck through this kind of a swamp. But here we are. Cool if they had some like spooky, scary skeletons or something around in here. through some weeds. And we rub the tree. Woo! Shit, we're gonna hit that one. Oh, we just barely missed that son of a bitch. Huh. You'd definitely be tearing the truck up doing this. Maybe should have took that left. Sideswipe another tree. Guessing somewhere out here is where you find the witch's house. Alright, do we go? Really kind of like to get on that other road if possible. This might be a dead end. That's a mean trick. Let's say we can't even see the road from here. Alright. Well, we might not be doing too much trucking if we're lost in the swamp the whole time. If we can. Nope. That answered that question. Yeah, we'd have totally boogered up the trailer if not for the no damage mod. Navigation midway. And fuck it. Forward ho. I don't know if this is promising or not. But here we are in the swamps. I mean, it is a cool location, but I really didn't want to spend all of the time here. Well, we'll just keep heading this way, see what happens. Oh. Huh. That's what I think about it, drinking. Some environmental sound effects. guess we're driving into the Dragon Cave. Kinda neat. Kinda on the obnoxious side, too. Let's go this way. May have been a poor choice. Don't tell me it loops back in on itself. Maybe it goes up. Now we're on a spine. Jesus. Okay. It fucked up the truck in there, that's for damn sure. Can we please get on the road now? At least there's some pumpkins. Well, we might as well check out the cutscene. Yeah, the environment's kind of cool, but I don't know if I particularly like just aimlessly wandering around the swamp at the same time. Alright, well, that was a cutscene. Cart there. We couldn't go that way anyways. That's not very nice. Looks great. They're definitely not doing any of these runs fast. down. We're actually going to go in the castle. Neat. Doesn't look like it's been well kept. Here's a horse. Some horses. Hold up.
Have arrived at your destination.
Okay. Where do they want it? Big spooky tree. Okay. We need to back down there. Didn't even give us credit for finding it yet. Don't change ranges when in reverse. Not good on the transmission. Now this is a bit more like trust delivery. Except I couldn't look at the truck this way of doing trust deliveries. Let's see here. 153 miles. We got 90 for trailer maneuvering bonus. What do we got? Let's see here. Where we're at to damn near anywhere. Texas. Let's go destination. Let's see here. Wichita Falls. Well, Wichita Falls on here quite a bit. Texas. Let's go if we can. There's one Idaho. Hot Springs, Arizona. Ely, Nevada. Bozeman. I thought they'd add a lot more. Let's just drive. Guess we should take the parking brake off to get out of here. Oh, now it says we found it. Who can put this on? No, we cannot. That's a bit of a bummer. There's a camera somewhere. And I saw a thing to take a picture or something over here. And we're not close enough, I guess. There's a camera thing over there. That's weird. Mysterious castle. Huh. It's kind of, like I said, interesting. There's something over here to take a picture of. You got to be on the other side of the wall for it. It's really weird. Truck's pointing right at it. You can't go any higher. And we can't go anywhere and see it. And see here, the road ends there. That's really weird, because usually, oh, it's an actual video camera, that's why. Okay. Alright, so, I guess the question is, how do we get over there? Truck that way, that's for sure. Good cheat, use dev cam. don't actually know where we're going. But witch's spooky horn. Witch's Hill. Hello, Birdman. Sorry I didn't see your comment sooner. I was busy getting lost. Got some cats. Oh, there are some witches at the cauldron. And some ghost lights. Kind of neat. Huh. Let's see here. I guess we'll see what's up this way. We'll have to figure out where her portal is to get back to the regular map. Unless we can just fast travel out here. I actually am. That's a little narrow. Don't know what the witch's horn is. Spooky cave. Yeah, that's cool. Oops. Kind of mobbing through here a little fast, I know. That's what mods are for. That probably goes through the other, out the other end of that cave we saw. Go that way. Woo! Let's not fall off that. No, probably not. This would be even the worst way to come. The trailer. Rather odd looking to see a regular gate out here. Ain't going that way. And back in the swamp. tree. You're currently lost in a swamp for the Halloween event. If you're just tuning in. Supposedly somewhere's a witch's hut out here. I don't know if I really want to go looking for it. At least now we've been somewhere I've been. And another dead end. Alright. Well, it's neat, but being lost in a swamp isn't exactly riveting to me. I'm sure it might be entertaining to you to be lost in a swamp, or for me to be lost in a swamp. About in the water? Nope. Alright, I guess we'll see where it takes us. If we go back to the portal we came in at, or if we just go here. And can't say as I recognize this particular rest stop. Let's see here. Where did it put us at? We are... Oh. Somehow we ended up in New Mexico. On I-40. Well, that, I suppose, explains where we are at least. So let's see here. Let's actually... Navigation, quick travel. Question is, do I remember where my own garages are? Let's hit Cheyenne. I don't remember what trailers I currently have parked here. It's an interesting truck trailer setup that was. All right, company garage manager. That's in Amarillo. Right, we got 3 trailers here. Let's see here. Angelo's using that one. Frederick's using that one. Veronica's using that one. That one's in Twin Falls. That drop deck's in Amarillo. Let's see, which woodland boy is that? That's the one in Amarillo. So I guess we should have fast traveled to Amarillo. So to Amarillo. We got $62 million. It's not like I'm hurting. Not like I'm hurting. Okay, so we're at the Volvo dealer in Amarillo, which looks like it's right across the street from our garage. Yep. Okay. So let's go here, trailer manager, Amarillo. Let's use that. All right, cool. Yeah, actually, I guess we could see what the witch's horn was. Let's see here. Now, might not work on mod trucks. Guess we didn't think of that. Adapter 2. Sound fake is... Yeah, okay. It doesn't show up on the mod truck, so... Cancel. Does it have us going around the block? We don't need to turn left. Navigation, we can just literally cross the road. Let's see here. So what other trucks do I got? I got my International 5070 day cab and my R model Mac. And we don't want to change trucks. Let's grab our low boy. For some reason we have full fuel. I guess magically traveling build it back up. Let's see here. Brake lights. Turn signals. Beacons work. That's good. Okay, let's find us a load. So I did get the Crone DLC. It's $4. Added some more equipment to the low boys. So let's see, we got a skidder going to New Mexico, municipal truck to Utah, Crone wagon, New Mexico, rotary rigs. That's kind of cool. Let's see here. We got excavator, aircraft wing, truck, windrower. Let's see here. Baylor up to Pittsburgh, Kansas. Let's see here. Wagon to Oklahoma, small baler to Missouri. Got big bug. Go to Lubbock, Texas. That's not very far. Let's see here. Windrower. Compact tractor. Arizona. Farmington, New Mexico. Ooh, there we go. Let's go up to Dodge City with a mower. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Let's do that one. So I purchased the DLC yesterday. It was just an equipment pack. And I want to say it was like $4.99 US. It's been so long I forgot what my high beams were. Circling back to well, I was going to say work, but there's not really much to talk about in work right now. Pretty much got it mostly figured out. Like all the coworkers, for the most part, get along with everybody pretty well. I will say my biggest gripe is the other drivers do not turn their trucks off and just idle them ridiculously. There's no reason to leave a truck running for 40 minutes or an hour while you load and strap. It's just a waste of fuel, and most of the trucks have big caterpillars in them, and they don't like being idled. They're gonna flat spot the camshaft because there's not enough oil going up to the head at idle. It's just so obnoxious to leave a truck running and wasting fuel when you're not doing anything. But I feel like I can actually help my coworkers when I'm not running. I think it was Thursday I actually helped bale aluminum cans and I hopped on a forklift. And after they crushed the cans, I picked up the bale, took it over to a scale, weighed it, marked down its weight, spray painted a number on it, and then stacked it out with the rest of the bales of aluminum cans. Which is really easy since I'm used to stacking trusses together, so a nice tight square bale of aluminum cans, really easy to stack. So that was kind of nice, and then I've help customers, rip open bags of cans or load whatever the customers brought in into a bin. Helped an old guy load up a bunch of electric motors in one of our bins to get it made. It's kind of interesting. A little more interaction with people is kind of nice, I'll say.
Right. And then exit right. Exit right.
But now that I'm kind of primarily on roll-off, it seems like for every steel bin I do for recycling, I do like 2 tires.
And then turn right.
We take in so many tires.
Right.
It's really quite bonkers how many tires we get in. And I'm not even talking in a week, I'm talking in a day. Not 100% sure on how the contract works, but the tire shredder we have in Hayburn,
Turn right.
those guys are doing
Have arrived at your destination.
6 28-foot pups a day. Like, the guy comes in from Idaho Falls for Les Schwab. He comes in first thing in the morning, or early morning, I should guess, and brings 3 full trailers and leaves with 3 empties. And I think it's 1,000+ tires a trailer. So, 6,000 or more tires a day. Just an absolute bonkers amount of tires. Let's see, I think we'll just pull up here and make it load it without actually getting turned around or anything. Alright. Bring up the dev cam here. See what these guys are up to. What's up, guys? 2:30 in the morning break. Okay. Nice chat. So this is a Krone mower. And I'm not terribly familiar with Krone equipment. Like, I see them, harvesters and stuff. I'm not going to say a ton of them, but usually a couple a week at least. Looks like So do we got a chain or a strap over? Nope. That's not tied down, right? So yeah, there should be a strap over this, or chain. I'm guessing those have transport locks. Yep, they forgot the binder over that. Yeah, most of the stuff I've seen are harvesters. There's the big 3-head harvesters. They're kind of neat. Like I said, I don't know terribly much about them. Oversized, technically yes. But I know some people don't like strobes, so we'll keep the strobes off. I don't know if they're where they're made, how long they've been in business. Just totally pulled out in front of those people like a jackass. Of course, in Texas, speed limits are ridiculous.
Keep left, and then turn left.
A little fast. DOT truck, look like. You probably should have snagged second. It's 3 o'clock in the morning almost. Running.
And then exit left. Exit left.
My name's on the side of the truck. I can do whatever I want. It's a train systems colored truck. That kind of look at me green. Train Systems was one of the companies I actually applied for when I was looking for work. But all they had was night shift. And I just really didn't want to do night shift. I also don't. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to stick with United Metals or not. I like it, but some policies and things I just don't particularly care for. Which is, I mean, they're nothing like bad. But I don't like asking someone a question and never getting an answer. You know, I haven't been there that long. Don't give me 6 options. You've been there longer than I have. If I go, hey, what should I do next? And you go, well, probably this or this. That's better than, well, you could do this, or you can do this, or I don't know, you can do this, or I don't like that.
And then turn right. Turn right. Keep right.
So, keep right. Oklahoma City, Fort Worth. At the same time, if there's nothing that needs to be due, then I don't mind helping fail or help customers or that kind of thing. But I don't want to stand there for 20, 30 minutes waiting for an answer. At the same time. Tell me what, like which, like don't give me 3 or 4 customers and say, well, you can do any of them. Tell me which customer probably has a higher priority need than others. Like give me something to work with. So, I just don't know. Kind of wants supervisors or dispatch that actually, hey, I'm done. What's next? And they go, hey, do this. Not him and haw and ask somebody else and then get distracted. Frustrated at Franklin because our inter-department communication was terrible. And unfortunately, United Metals seems to be kind of the same. Somebody asked me, like, hey, so-and-so here? He hasn't done anything yet. And I'd be like, yeah, seen him start his truck and do his pre-trip, so I know he's here. Well, he was doing something for a customer, and the supervisor didn't tell anybody else that's what he was doing. So, 6 hours of nobody knowing what somebody was doing because nobody passed along an email. Just kind of not a fan of that stuff anymore. Still kind of looking and seeing what's out there. With it being November, I'd imagine most places probably aren't going to be looking for help right now. Construction's probably going to slow down quite a bit. I was kind of hoping scrap would be like trash and kind of be a little bit more consistent.
Get ready to turn left.
Trash is busy year round. I was hoping scrap would be the same.
Left.
This mower is a lot heavier than I think it is. If I have 600 horsepower, I shouldn't be bogging down in seconds, which they seem to be. and the equipment. Like, I don't need brand new equipment, but I'd like equipment that other people have taken care of. I know not every company's going to be running the latest and greatest, which is perfectly okay because most of the latest and greatest isn't that great. But radios, gauges, work, hydraulics shouldn't leak. They should hold air for at least a half hour. I'd actually argue that a truck and a trailer should hold air at least overnight. Not be completely drained when you come in the morning. That's just too many air leaks. Too bad of an air leak. Fire, somewhere. Merging. The AI doesn't know how to merge. Also, don't pass people on the shoulder like I just did. That's not legal or safe. Jake break through town. Jake break through town if I want to. Pay attention to what town we're in. They're Canadian, Texas. No. Is the sign saying where we were? We're doing good on fuel, so we don't need that now.
Keep left, and then turn left. Turn left.
A fair bit of traffic this morning. Okay, don't come to a stop. I did see one of the rental places was hiring. And I'd actually apply for it because it'd be hauling equipment around. Not big equipment, but small loaders, telehandlers, scissor lifts, that kind of stuff. small loaders and things, small excavators, mini excavators, I guess. That'd be kind of fun, I think. Really, just want a job where I show up, they can tell me what to do, and I go do it, and if I have questions, I can get an answer. Not a, I don't know, or call so-and-so, and then I call that person, and they don't know, so then I have to call somebody else. Which is probably a ridiculous thing to ask in trucking, but I'm sure there has to be some jobs where it's like that. If I can afford one, I'd buy my own damn truck and trailer and build a business for myself. But even used, they're not exactly cheap. And if they are, they're not good cheap. Which I know how I can fix them. But that costs money, which I don't have. That's what I'm really saying is I don't know what I'm doing. Finish that damn Little Red Express and get the snowplow working again. If I known you were gonna come to a stop and turn. The AI in this game sometimes is spooky in how dumb it is, just like people in real life. The road construction, Jesus, it's miserable right now. Can't hardly get anywhere in the state without detours or one lane or. It's just obnoxious how many interchanges are currently under construction. It just makes it a mess to get around anywhere. This logo is kind of fun though.
Right. And then go straight. Go straight.
The problem with only having new trucks in the game is all of those used truck dealers and truck repair places look kind of odd with new trucks in them.
Go straight.
I'd really like to see some more old trucks in the game. don't know how it is in Europe, but I can't say as most drivers I've worked with want a brand new Freightliner or a brand new Volvo. Brand new Peterbilt, brand new Kenworth, yeah. But most people kind of prefer the pre-emissions trucks where they could actually work on them themselves, which is actually probably what most farmers wished for too. Especially if you were John Deere. I could not imagine spending that much money on a new harvester or tractor and not being able to do basic maintenance on it. That is just insane to me. Also really surprised that our local Case IH dealer has a couple of tracked skid steers that are limited edition Hetfield machines. So they're black with gold heart on them, a la James Hetfield from Metallica. So I got skulls and really kind of interesting lettering on it, and yeah, just not something I would expect to see in Idaho. I know there are farmers that listen to rock and roll and metal and stuff, but again, not something you usually expect. They do look cool though. I'd take one if they gave it to me. I couldn't afford a new skid steer. I got a head full of projects that I'm probably never going to get into most of them. Kind of hoping winter. I'd really like to build a truck crawler, well, trail truck / crawler, and donate it to Operational Level Charlie so they can give it to a wounded vet. I'd really like to do a build for them. I think it's a really good cause. And while I could not join any of the armed forces due to having asthma, my best friend is currently an Army chaplain, and I know several people who have retired from the military, be it injury or age or just didn't re-enlist. So I would very much like to do a custom build for Operational Lemon Charlie. I think that'd be fun. So hopefully around Christmas when stuff's on sale, I can collect some parts. I might pull some drivers and see kind of body to run. stuff like that. I don't have a big enough channel, so I'm sure I can't ask people to donate parts and stuff. Like to do a build for them. Unfortunately, HVAC problems kind of put my Red Cat lowrider build on hold. So I will need to finish collecting parts for that build. Next year's build off. I'm looking forward to that one. I think that one's going to be really awesome. I also am going to find somebody else to paint it, because paint is not my strong suit, and based on the paint jobs the year I did enter and this year, I think my paint needs to be pretty damn perfect to stand a chance. So still got a trailer to build for the grand hauler. Trailer for the CXT. The CXT still needs some tweaks. So there's plenty of work to be done on the channel. I still have a lot of LEDs to wire up for the CXT. So I need to get the transmission figured out, gearing adjusted in it. Notice that railroad motive over there before. It's kind of cool. Just see if you can do it instant stop for 20. That's okay. I am playing on controller, by the way. I don't have a wheel and pedal set up. Since I drive truck in real life, I don't actually feel the need to have a full sim setup. The game is quite enjoyable with just a controller. Well, I should say controller and keyboard, because not all of my button bindings are on controller. There's just too many bindings to have on controller.
Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right.
Still would like to get some work done on my full-size truck.
Get ready to turn left.
I'd really like it to be done.
Turn left.
But that needs a few $1,000s. This paint or vinyl is cheap. There's just a teensy bit of rust on the quarter panels that needs fixed. And I would like to get it over 500 horsepower. Unfortunately, with the oil it's burning, think the head's probably got a crack in it. When I put the Allison in it, I kind of did a soft rebuild on the engine. And when I took the head in to get machined and checked for cracks, the guy said it was so twisted he was surprised it wasn't cracked. So I think it might have a crack in it now. And that's why it's burning motor oil. Because the head gasket should be in good shape. Put new seals on the valve stems. I mean, there really is no reason for oil to be getting into the combustion chamber. So, heads aren't cheap. Not to mention the fact I don't have anything to drive when I have it tore apart to fix it. Okay. Let's see here. We have been streaming for an hour and 45 minutes. And let's go ahead, get this unloaded, and I think we'll call it a night. Let's see here. Look at all them bonuses. We got $13,000 bonus for being proficient, $700 for long distance, $4,000 for high value, plus 2,000 or 2,600 for urgent delivery. All in all, we drove 402 miles. It took us 8 hours 53 minutes, burned 105 gallons of fuel, and made $36,000. Wish I knew how much that thing weighed. I wonder what kind of fuel economy we got. Let's bust out a calculator really quick. Let's see here. 402 divided by 5. Yeah, about 3.8. But not an aerodynamic truck, not an aerodynamic trailer, and certainly not an aerodynamic load. Which house delivery or discovery? Into Breckenridge. Yeah, that's cool. Anyways, that is going to do it for tonight. Let's see here. Switch over to OBS. Tomorrow's video, we did get some work. I did get some work done on the Little Red Express. Still quite a bit of body work left to do on that. And I think we will get to snowplow, put back together. I figured out how I'm going to do the new hoist, so I need to weld that up. That won't take me too terribly long. In fact, it'll probably take me longer to get the cab taken apart so I can change the lights than it will to do anything else to that truck. So that'll be coming up, and probably go do some crawling. I was really hoping we could get a swap meet going, but alas, nobody really commented on that. So again, hope everyone has a good weekend. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit the like button